left me with was his common sense and his understanding of all the different sectors of society. He treated everybody the same. And I think in politics, that's, an invaluable trait. The most important thing I learned from my few years teaching is that every child is different, and every child has their own unique set of characteristics and their own different talents. I think it's fundamental for anybody entering politics that they be prepared to listen. One of the great faults of too many politicians is that they tend to talk people down all the time. Everybody's got a point of view, and that point of view may well make the difference between a good law and a bad law. It did give you an opportunity to understand what it's like to sit on the other side of the desk and actually be faced with the responsibility of being able to deliver, of being able to make decisions, of being able to prioritize things and say, this is what I want done. It did bring about the start of the real Celtic Tiger, in the sense that I think Rory Quinn's last budget had a very small surplus. It was the first government in 27 years to bring in a budgetary surplus. I was the representative of the European Union, co-chairing these talks with Leon Britton. It opened up new trade patterns for Europe and for Ireland to America and Asia in particular. So, I mean, at the end of it all, I think that Leon Britton was happy from the Commission point of view, and certainly I was happy as the Minister from Ireland leading the European delegation. I was actually in the Dáil chamber one day, speaking on some motion or other, and I looked up on the press gallery, and I saw this apparition coming through the door, because Fionnuala was working at the time in the Fianna Fáil press office, and I said to myself, "Wow, now who is she?"
He was always very friendly in the corridor. And then after some election or other, or the night an election was called, he said to me as he was leaving, he said, if I hold my seat, I'm going to ask you out when I come back. But actually, he took his time about it. I mean, it took about another 3 months after that before he really did.
Courage.
I didn't find it very difficult at all, actually, so I didn't.
Well, we have 3 children. Evie is 14, Ferdy is 12, and Nisha is 10. And we're a great group. We like to keep our family together. I think these are the most important people in the world, obviously, as any father would. I talk to them every morning and every evening by telephone, wherever I am, so that they know where their daddy is.
And I have to say, he is a wonderfully fun daddy with them. He is. Whereas I'm the disciplinarian, I keep law and order, and everything has to run properly, and they do their homework and they get up and they go to school, whereas he causes havoc and mayhem. I would like to think that we're rearing children who will be confident, who will, be capable of achieving what they want to achieve without putting pressure on them to achieve anything that they've no interest in achieving.
I'd like to think that during their lifetimes that they would reflect that from their parents they got the same good characteristics as were given to us.
I'm still a constituent, and if he wants my vote, he has to, get it by doing what needs to be done. So, yes, I do. I would chew his ear off regularly about issues at a local level.
He's been Taoiseach for 10 years. He's been very popular. But it reminds me of what Muhammad Ali said about Sonny Liston. He might be a nice guy, but he's got my job. Enda Kenny was a good Taoiseach. He did his job in the interests of his country and helped it on its way.